Today I'm going to show you how I install an exhaust manifold on an MP series engine. I also have an EGR valve here, but that's going to go in another video. I always like to lay out all of my new parts on a table before I start to make sure I have everything I need and that everything the parts guys brought is indeed the correct replacement part. The engine's already stripped down waiting for us, so let's jump right in. The first thing I'm going to do is clean off the mating surface for the manifold on the engine. We're doing this to remove anything that's left of the old gaskets. I like to use little squares of emery cloth or Scotch Brite pads to do this. Then I'll hit it with a shot of parts cleaner and a rag to finish it off. This manifold has individual gaskets for the ports on the head. In order to prevent them from falling down on me and assist with installation, I'll use 6 bolts of the same thread with the heads cut off to hold the gaskets in place. When I install the manifold, the bolts act as a guide for me to slip the manifold onto. They'll also take the weight off my arms and provide some relief while I bolt it up. Once I have the manifold in position, I set up 2 of the ports complete with spacers and bolts, and then focus on aligning the gaskets for the other 4 using only 1 manifold bolt and the aligning bolt we used earlier. I like to use a little bit of high temperature anti-seize compound on these bolts as well. The bolts by the EGR valve can be tricky to get to, but with a bit of patience and a steady hand, you'll have them done in no time. It's hard to see where the gasket is on those 5th and 6th ports, but really be sure you have it done correctly before you finish, because there's a lot of stuff that needs to come back off if you have to redo this job. It's important to take the weight off the bolts while you thread them into the head using a pry bar, or you're going to strip the threads out. Now I'll use my impact gun to help me walk the 2 complete sets of the manifold bolts all the way down, effectively sandwiching our now aligned gaskets between the manifold and the block. I'll go down the line swapping the installer tools for the bolt and spacer combo, doing the same with my impact gun to the other 4 sets, not tightening them, just kissing the bolt and spacer against the manifold. These gaskets are crush gaskets, so I'm going to use my torque wrench here, and I'll torque all of the bolts in an even pattern. If you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to give it a like and me a follow, because I can assure you more is on the way and you're not going to want to miss it. Thanks for watching.